Hello everybody! Welcome back to the PVZ 2 randomised challenge. As you can see,
there are pirates on the board.
Hold on, I forgot to tell you something. So, in between the production of last episode, I got a new phone, which is good, but for some reason whatsoever, I lost all of my progress. But since it was just ancient Egypt and some miscellaneous seeds, I decided to play through the new save file. That also means that I get to play the last 4 levels that I forgot in the last episode. Day 8 was nothing special. It was just pea shooting and cabbage part spam. The only part that scared me was near the beginning, where Zombie got a little bit too close to the building. So I started blasting. Day 9 was a little bit harder, but it didn't make me have this guy's tantrum. The actual scary part was the fleet of zombies near the end, but I just cabbaged them. It was not that bad. Look, I even get Gravebuster at the end. What? Day 10 was the easiest level out of the 4. Not only the zombies in this level were sparse, but also we had a massive defensive cabbage. And the last level was the survive for the plants, which leads us to the most populated world in the game. Day 1 actually sees us using a brand new plant, the Che Bomb. By the way, I want to mention how dumb it is that you can free plants via the seed packets, especially with broken plants like Che Bomb. But whatever, because this level actually has a very unique loadout. First off, we got the 2 sunflowers, which pretty much makes this level's sun production obsolete. But the more important part is the other 4 plants. We have Ice Pigos and Walnut for defense, and Potato Mine plus the aforementioned Tree Bomb for damage. As you can see, this mix of instas and stallers calls for a very slow level. So the strategy was to use Potato Mine to kill most of the zombies, use Ice Pigos and Walnut to stall the zombies when Potato Mine's on recharge, and to use Cherry Bomb to kill clumps of them. And after that, we can get ourselves one fine catapult. Day 2 on the other hand is way less interesting, just being attacker spam and sunflower. Day 3 is just day 1 again with Bong Choi and Pea Shooter. So
that was easy.
Day 4 is another attacker spam level, but with the difference of the lack of plants on the board. And don't forget that disgrace of a placement I made. But as we behold that, I want to pay attention to the fact that Cabbage Pot has been in our lineup for 3 times in a row. We should be counting this.
You serious?
Oh my god, guys, you will never believe what I'm just about to tell you. We use the Bong Choi and...
You serious?
Day 6 sees us using the same strategy again, but this time with Kernel Poach. And this time it was actually less effective. First off, the swashbucklers were getting directly into the walnuts, even at points eating the Bong Chois. And secondly, there were way more zombies in the last couple of levels, enough to consistently break through my defenses and make me use Bong Choi's cabbage food. But we got the British guys at plants, so... Day 7, and... as you can see, I have some explaining to do. The funny thing is, we only use him once in the entire level. I tricked you into watching a meme. The actual level itself sees us using Bloomerang as a main attacker, as well as Catapult for the flankless lanes.
You serious?
We also have Spikeweed for barrel rollers, and Walnut for pulling up with Spikeweed and making us very good defense. Wait, that's 5. Who's left? You son of a gun. Day 8. Alright, look. You are not here for this. I'm not even going to acknowledge this. This is just disgusting. This is an affront to nature. Don't question why sunflower is boosted. I was curious. Day 9 doesn't have much to talk about, mostly because that the lineup we have is so good. Just look at it. No, I didn't mean that! No, please, stop! Day 10's most important plant is Spring Bean, which is crazy. Just like that one time I got locked up in a room with rats. Well, we did mostly use Cabbage Poach, but Spring Bean did kill the most zombies. And yes, I am talking about Spring Bean's plant food, not his own ability. Day 11. Literally, just Cabbage Poach. Why is he considered to be worse than Pea Shooter? He has such a good plant food. Oh, sorry, cabbage food. Sorry about that. Well, in retrospect, this level is pretty easy, but the plankless lanes were bombarding my cabbages, and that made this level pretty tense. If the swashbucklers had more defense and be able to eat my cabbages, I would be a goner. Well, good thing that didn't happen. Good thing it didn't happen. Day 13, more explaining to do. Okay, so some of you will probably call this cheating, but I actually want to do the challenge. So, I have decided that on some production levels, after I spin the first 5 plants, I'll spin a separate reel only with the sun producers. Unless I already spun a sun producer. The actual level itself wasn't hard at all, even though it introduces the captain zombie, which we either froze them or killed a parrot with Chronobolt Spider. And most importantly, we use Torchwood as an insta. Day 14. It was pretty fun. It wasn't hard at all despite Captain Zombie being here. Actually, in fact, we didn't lose a single plant. But it was really fun to play, especially taking Coconut Cannon out for rapid rotation. Actually, on the topic of plants, we got a new one, the Repeater. And since we already have Cherry Bomb, this means that we have every single plant from Pirate Seas. But that doesn't mean there's any more surprises are waiting for us. Day 15 is also just another level. But Bloomerang did get another chance to shine, which is fun. Day 17 is an insane level. For one, we didn't use the Torchwood and Repair strategy, despite it existing. And secondly, we had more good Chronopower RNG. That's it. Actually, I do want to tell you how much of a non-threat Captain Zombie has been. He's usually one of the worst zombies to deal with in Pirate Seas, but for us, it's just been cabbage. Chrono. Cap. Day 19 is a place down attacker and win kind of level. Nothing special, but it got the job done. I'm going to miss these levels a lot once we reach levels like Dark. Also, Sunflower. And for whatever reason, she returns in day 20, right after day 19. But we have an actual strategy this time. It's just place down the sunflowers and let them produce so it can meet the sun goal. And then place down Coconut Cannon so it can control the waves more clearly, therefore buying us time so it can make more money. Day 21. The most important level of this entire challenge. And for having such importance, it's really easy. But if you're wondering why this level is so important, it's because that unlocks us the 7th Seed Slot Trophy, which is a huge boost to our arsenal and could be the key for later roads. And also, why do I have 2 rows of Torchwoods? Day 22 is probably the closest we've gotten to failing a level in this entire challenge. After all, the only plants we have on the board is Repeated Snapdragon. The actual level itself was a spam of swashbucklers and imp cannons, which I would think we wouldn't be struggling with. So, that's a struggle. Yeah, so the main issue of the level is that the imp cannons blow up if you don't kill them fast enough. And since Snapjack is a melee plant and swashbucklers were constantly bombarding them, they got the chance to blow up quite a bit. And when the cannons do blow up, the imps scatter everywhere, including the middle of plants. So one by one, each Snapdragon falls, allowing more imps to come and eat the Snapdragons, making my defense weaker and allowing more imps to come, aka a cycle of endless torment. But eventually, the last wave rolls around and drops off the last group of imp cannons. And more eventually, every single imp cannon blows up. So, we won! Granted, we almost lost, but we won. We won. Let's keep this streak going. Or not. Or not. You can do that too. Yep. This is how it ends. By single cone zombie walking on don't trample the flowers. Honestly, I am not that happy that that's the way we go out. By single zombie just trampling on the flowers. But to be honest, there's a reason why, and it's the plant we have on the screen right now. But I fixed my mistake with using pea shooter on the next attempt, and we made it to 1 the second time. So I'm happy about that. And the last level was pretty easy. Now granted, Captain Zombie get his first kill, but we do have, so I think we're fine. But in all seriousness though, this was pretty fun. It wasn't hard at all, just like that one other level of Coconut Cannon, but it was still pretty fun, nonetheless. And that was the video. Thank you so much for watching this. This took me a long time to make, but it's only getting worse. So if you want to see more, then consider subscribing.